What's up guys, Shades here, and welcome back to another UCS Minecraft video. And today, I've got Sky Guy with me. Hello. And just a few this is more or less just an update video, as well as got a little bit of a secret prank thinking about. We'll get to that. But as you can see, I've updated my cow farm. So the problem that I was having with the initial cow farm is, although I could get in and out of it very easily, the problem I was having is the baby cows were not falling down into the burn area consistently as I needed them to. So now I've updated the system to where the cows sit in water, so it's easier to breed because they'll bounce up and down. Also, the baby cows will fall through a little bit easier, as well as I've replaced, instead of having glass or trapdoors, I've replaced them with signs, because signs count as a zero entity. They count as nothing. But there's no block data there, so there's nothing for these cows to actually grab onto. They're actually swimming as if in open water. So the baby cows just bounce up and down and fall through without being interrupted by block data. But other than the technical part, chicken farm doing strong, sugarcane farms exceedingly strong, almost have an entire double chest full. Been working on our gear a little bit, so we've got protection 3 chest plate, got all sorts of cool gear. Bow is massively enchanted. Got sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3 on my sword. Other than that, everything's been going pretty well. Got trades going with my villagers, and now let's go over and take a trip through the bazaar, through my trade shop. So as you guys can see from the distance, the roof has actually changed a little bit. Got some more glass on there, some more colored glass. You can hear Sky Guy just falling down the building behind me, rather than taking the stairs. It's faster, but you take more damage, then you ruin your hunger, then you can't do as much as me. So I will teach you. It will take time, but I will teach you. Alright, so just had to grab some items here for the prank. So as you guys can see, the bottom floor actually hasn't changed at all, but I have updated and I put in a monetary system. So 1 redstone is 25 cents, 1 lapis is 50 cents, 1 coal is $1, 1 iron is $5, 1 gold is $10, and 1 diamond is $50. So eventually I'll be putting up like prices and stuff like that on the back wall for things like, oh okay, this item's this much, this item's that much, so on and so forth. And upstairs is still somewhat under construction. I almost have it completed, but this will be my gambling hall. So I'll have a whole bunch of gambling machines up here, as well as some other cool redstone things. But that is mostly for the future. But as you can see, the roof is colored in the style of U in the yellow, C in the orange, and S in the red, according to our logo. And I thought it was convenient that I had the U facing the noob, where the noob lives. You know, because yellow for noob, orange for intermediate, red for expert. Basically what the whole plan is Oobleck has this really nasty thing at spawn. So the plan is to make him use the really nasty thing, and he's going to get a nasty surprise by doing it. So that's part of the plan. And then another part of the prank is I'm going to be featuring a trap that I like to do, which is called the Noob Tree Trap, which is you mine out and underneath a tree, you set up a lever, and you replace around the lever, so you put a lever on the bottom trunk of the tree. You need roughly, I think it's 9 TNT, it's 4 to 9 TNT, depending on the amount of explosion you want. And then you can go ahead and prank your friends, because when they go ahead and mine said tree, they get a nasty explosion surprise. That's why I like to call it the noob tree, because they don't know any better, and it's just equally as funny. So while we're waiting for Sky Guy to return, assume there's some sort of internet problem or whatever, we're going to go ahead and set up Oobleck's trap to do, or we're going to set up Oobleck's little thing that he thinks is so cool. We're going to give it a little bit of a makeover. Uh-oh. I don't know how he managed this, but this whole spawn area is kind of glitched. Interesting. Well, I guess we're going to have to build a new one and prank Oobleck that way. How do we want to go about pranking? You know what? We'll just build the tree trap then at this point. Because it seems like we're not going to be able to do the full trap that we wanted to do, unfortunately. So let's go down and craft a whole bunch of TNT. Sorry about that, guys. So what ended up happening is Crow's internet ended up dying on him. So he's just waiting for that to reboot, and that might take a while. So we're just going to move forward. And one thing that I did remind myself about is when you go to make this trap, you do actually have to collect one log. And you'll see when I go to actually trap the tree that I plan to trap, when I go ahead and trap the tree, you're going to realize why that one block is important. So, I'm thinking, we want it to be close so it's funny, but we don't want it to destroy anything of theirs. So I think this tree is going to be perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine out around this tree. Okay. So what you want to do is you want a full, we're going to have to replace that sand real quick. We don't want it to be conspicuous, but we also want to make it easy to see. So what you got to do is you have to mine out and around the tree, and you're going to have to mine 2 blocks down in this pattern so that you have some space to work, basically, just so you can see what you're doing. And this is where, actually you're going to want to go 3 down. 3 down just so you can get, this is where that log comes important, that singular log. So we'll switch out our pickaxe quick. You actually have to go 1 lower, because if this is ground level, and you run the redstone off ground level, he's going to see the TNT. So you have to run it 1 lower than ground level to be able to actually make the trap. You may be like, oh, why can't you put the lever on the block that he's just going to mine out and around it? He's not going to mine out and around the block. So this is the only way to do it, is by having a trunk downwards. He'll mine the trunk and the item will fall down. You can also do this with a pressure plate, though I don't think the pressure plate is as a reliable strategy. It's a little more compact, but I don't think it as much as a reliable strategy. So now what you can see is, I'll grab the dirt again. So now, when I flick this lever, it should, of course, this is one of the problems that I have constantly. Take the redstone dust and see what that does for me. Yes, okay. So the dust is what turns it off. So we're going to have to build this 1 higher than this. So it's going to have to be built off that block, but we knew we had to build off this block anyways. So we'll go ahead and wrap this around, get the redstone going. So something cool that I learned about the redstone in this new edition is you can turn off multi-directionality with the redstone now. So now it is only affected by this torch. It's only affecting this torch. Don't want to put any TNT in this area. That would be bad. Now this shouldn't activate. Correct. Okay. I only have 3 more TNT, so let's 1, 2, 3. We'll take this one out of this corner. Put that there. So we'll have 1 spare TNT. Cool. So we can use that actually for our trap. He has this thing over there. It's been inappropriate since the start of the series, and I just want to get rid of it. So it's been my plan to get rid of it all along, and now I finally get my opportunity. So I think what we're going to do, I don't remember, if we put a block here, I'm afraid it's going to trigger the TNT, right? Yay, it didn't. Cool. Fill this in. Okay, now it just leaves this. So now to make this look natural, so he mines that out. He still wouldn't see it, right? Okay, good. You know, I almost wonder if doing this via a pressure plate would be better, though, because the pressure plate's going to be more obvious. Because right now, that redstone is kind of a problem. I'm just curious, for experiment's sake, if we... Oh shit. Well, this is about to be a problem. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. I completely forgot by doing that it would turn the torch on. Probably should have broken the torch first. Oops. Now we'll have to make some more TNT. That's not going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of creeper grinding. I think we're going to set up a singular trap now with a single piece of TNT. So for that, you just want a wooden pressure plate. So rather than using a lever, you're going to use a pressure plate. Gotta pick a different tree now. But yes, that is the destruction and devastation we would be looking for. So let's see, let's pick a different tree. What tree to pick, what tree to pick, what tree to pick. I want to pick one close so that he's likely to hit it. It'd be funny. You know what, we'll pick this tree right here. Okay. So now with this tree, what we're going to do is, to guarantee the item drops down where we want it to, you have to build one down with a log like last time. Got a little bit of server lag. Okay. See if we can fight through it and get this project done. So what you want to do is you want to put this here, and then we're going to put a pressure plate underneath it, like that, and we'll put one piece of TNT because that's all we have left. So now when that log gets broken, it'll activate a piece of TNT. Now you could really go in depth with these tree traps, and you could quite literally build a piston system to push up and trap the person in here for the explosion, but the point is just to scare them, not to kill them. So, because part of the series is not to be detrimental and destroy people's stuff, so let's see, we could actually go ahead and place a second piece of TNT just to be sneaky. So let's go ahead and do that. Lucky we actually didn't trigger that pressure plate. Otherwise, we would have been down to one piece of TNT. So let's go ahead and... oh, maybe they've got some TNT. I didn't think about that. Do they have the materials to make some more TNT? Here's skeleton. They probably have a skeleton in their house. Ooh, yes, they do. See, I'm a little bit of a thief. But not so bad that it's actually mean. I'm just going to do this because I think it's funny. So I need more gunpowder. I see a lot of disorganized chests. That's the food chest. Interesting. Yeah, I see a lot of disorganized chests. I don't know what this was supposed to be, but okay. So let's take the gunpowder, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can make 2 more pieces of TNT now. On top of the 2 that we have. Nice. This is going to be fun. Boom. That's 4 more pieces of TNT. We might as well go ahead and rig a second tree or something like that. We'll have an additional piece, or we'll just put 5 at this tree. And we know it's this tree because of the way the dirt's patterned. And then what we can do is, since we know the explosion is going to reach a distance, what we can do is we can place the TNT there, just to extend the explosion a little bit. Cool. And there it is, the trapped tree. Let's go ahead and get the coordinates on that. Okay, we have the coordinates now. And now we just wait. So hopefully when Oobleck gets back on, he'll be recording, or when Oobleck gets on, he'll be recording, and we get to watch the hilarity that will be him exploding all over the wall. Unfortunately, we burned up that first TNT trap, which it was kind of sad because it was actually going to work. I was just worried that maybe he would figure it out. But I don't know if they figured out that I caved into their house. Maybe they did. That doesn't work, guys. Oh my goodness, these clowns. These absolute clowns. This absolutely terrible wheat farm. I showed them what a good wheat farm looks like, and they can't manage. Oh right, I backfilled this. I forgot about that. Secret entrance. Secret spy man. Oh, I'm waiting for the day that they realize that that goes right into their house. Because they're never going to come back down here to mine. Ooh, actually. Since they're probably never going to come back down here to mine, we'll just take this while it's here. Yes, something funky on the server happened. And everybody's achievements got reset. Which was the weirdest thing. So now everybody has to get all the items and achievements again. Which is kind of sucky, but you know, things happen. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Well, now you can clearly see the opening. You know, you can clearly see that something terrible happened over here. Who was shooting at me? Ah, Skelematron. You are no match for my Sharpness 5, Sweeping Edge 3 sword. After you've burned for like a solid minute, too. Alrighty, and that is the trap, boys and girls. All we gotta wait for now is for Oobleck to unexpectedly go, hey, I want to mine a tree. What about this one? Ah, dang. Just have to wait. Maybe we'll booby trap a couple more trees or something like that in the future. Just to see if we can really get these guys. That's the entirety of this episode. We got a prank in place. We've got, I showed you guys the bazaar. We'll do a quick run through at the end here before we take our outro. And all the automatic farms are up and kicking to their full capacity. So if you guys like what you see, really want to see more of like these cool builds or something like that, feel free to hit that like button down below. And if you want to see the final iteration of this, make sure you tell me in the comments down below whether or not you think this really should be a gambling hall, or if you want me just to leave it alone as like a cool hangout space. Me personally, I want to change this into more of a casino format, like, you know, having like a slot machine here or something like that, just for the gambling hearts of the group. But other than that, I think I'm about to take this video out. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. We apologize about Crow's internet not being the greatest, but nothing we can really do about that. We'll just keep moving forward. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoy our content and want to see more in the future, be sure to like the video down below and comment on what you would like to see us do next. To see our latest video, click here, and to subscribe to the channel, click here. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time on UCS.